Hey guys, it's me, Beanie. Back. You like my Bob Ross shirt? I like it. Hold on. Let me take my glasses off because I got the reflection. I'm on my lunch break. I'm still working from home. I got the hair pulled back because it is hotter than a mug out there. It's hot. It's not big girl friendly hot. I'm telling you that right now, y'all. I mean, maybe it's not friendly to anybody, but it's definitely not friendly to the big ladies and big fellas. We are at day 23. Let's see. I am shrinking. My uppers, and this is, I'm telling you, I should have been patient with myself, knowing myself, because I have autoimmune diseases, and that my body is different as far as how fast it's going to react. Hold on a second. Some people don't respect that when you say you're offline, that you're on your lunch break, then they still sending you emails. Hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry about this. And the only reason I'm not pausing this is because, listen, we're friends. This is who I am, right? You got to accept me for who I am. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of editing here and there, at least not right now. Maybe if the channel picks up steam, I will. But accept me for who I am, just like I'm going to accept you for who you are. So let me talk out loud and get this stupid email. No respect. You say, I'm offline, I'm on lunch. Motherfuckers still send emails. Jesus. All right, guys. All right. Where was I talking about? Oh. So, my body, just like when I was getting the Novocaine before the extractions, I had to tell the dentist, you know, listen, you got to let me sit here for a hot minute because it just takes my body longer to absorb. And that was the case, not because I'm a big girl. It's just the way my body metabolizes things. So in the last 2 days, I can't even tell you how much my uppers have shrunk. My bottoms, I can't even, I mean, I think my bottoms are shrinking a lot too, because I caught a glimpse of myself coming in from walking the dog. And, you know, so you have a mirrored door. And I'm like, oh my God, why do you look like Buddy Hackett, Beanie? like because the bottoms are really starting to pucker back. So I need those bottoms sawed, buzzed, dremelled. I don't give a shit what they need to do, but they need to do that stat. Because I can't walk in a, you know, I can't, not yet. I'm too young. I'm too young to go there yet. It was okay before because I was so swollen still that you couldn't tell, you know, how far back it is, but it's starting to become noticeable. But my tops, which we all know from my previous videos with so much pain that I had, they're shrinking hard, like the hardcore, like shrinking. And remember I was telling you guys how it was kind of lopsided, that I could tell that this side of my uppers were marginally more swollen than the other side. So 2 days ago, it was just really irritating me. It was just like gnawing at me, like a you know, an itch on your palm that you couldn't scratch. So I started just pressing around up there. Now you got to know, even if you get stitched, you're healing. Your gums are healing from the inside out. So they're building itself from the inside out. So even though it might look like both flaps of your gums are sealed together, they're not. They're just folding into each other, into the hole, as the hole is, you know, healing and filling itself. So I'm poking around in there, and all of a sudden I felt something. Like I almost even heard it in my head. You know, like for any of you that have had extractions with just the Novocaine, you know what I'm talking about. Like you don't feel any of it, but you can hear the clinking around. So it was the same thing. I went like this and I heard something. So I had this tool from a pedicure kit that I've never used. So I hit it real quick with the rubbing alcohol, rinse it off, and I start poking around in that little hole area. And sure enough, I hit pay dirt. There was a shard working her way to the surface, and that's probably why my inflammation had continued on this side of my mouth. Because now remember, I also had another shard come back from back there. That came out like last week. And only after that shard came out did the hole start to close up. So I tried poking around. I couldn't figure out where the bone really was. Like, I could tell I was hitting it, but it, you know, I was still hurting myself by messing around in there. It's still tender. So I left it alone. I did saltwater rinse the following day, and then yesterday, and then last night, Mama's chilling in her Barca lounger, and sure enough, I'm like, man, this freaking thing. So I start messing around in there, and then all of a sudden, I kept pressing, like I was just pressing like this, you know, just kind of messing around. I go like this, boom, it came out. And I had it, and I go to pick it up because I was going to take a picture so you guys could see what it looked like. I freaking dropped it on the floor, and now I can't find it. But it was a decent size. I mean, just like a splinter can cause an abscess, you know, that's what this shard did. And it definitely, like, I don't know if it was part of root, I don't know if it was part of bone, but I do know that it was aiding the swelling, because after it came out, I went in the bathroom, I used saltwater rinse, and when I woke up this morning, so much more swelling has gone down on this side. There's still one little section right here who's kind of swole still, but yeah, I mean, this is to be expected. I don't know how many other people are talking about this in their YouTube videos. This is just a problem that I know for me I'm going to have. I mean, my body is just, she does what she wants to do. But the healing is coming along, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful that, you know, I've been able to kind of persevere and see the light at the tunnel. So those of you that are just starting out on your journey, I'm hoping that, you know, if you have those days early on and then they're discouraging and you don't like how your dentures look like me, you don't like how they feel like me, if you're in pain and you're working through it and not taking the pain medicine because you want your body to naturally heal like me, you know, I want you to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, if there's light at the end of the tunnel, it's going to get better. Let's think. Anything? Okay, guys, sorry about that. Brief intermission. Okay, so let me think. I'm still taking crazy pictures. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know if it's like I'm coping with accepting what my mouth will now look at like without, you know, the prosthetics in or whatever, but I'm still taking crazy pictures. I'm trying not to send them to my kid because it upsets her, I think. I think it's hysterical. It is. I think I sent one to I did. I sent one to my brother too. It was a good one. Wait. This is something interesting I will share. I have misplaced my teeth probably a half a dozen times already. Let's talk about that for a minute. First of all, why is Beanie taking out her teeth and just laying them down somewhere? Because I don't know, sometimes I just don't think. I'm a very creative brained person, and I go from one thing to another thing. Like, as soon as I get off of working, I go into something creative, whether it's messing with my plants. And by the way, I was into plants long before all these young people were on YouTube. You know, I love plants because it's something that, you know, was passed on to me from my grandma. But yeah, like, I'll go and, you know, right now it's the growing season for my plants. I have a lot of Hoyas. I'm trying to get these bitches to give me a flower. I've not yet gotten a flower from any of my Hoyas. Or I sew, I write, you know, I do a lot of things. So sometimes I don't think about what I'm doing, and I have misplaced my teeth 4 times. No, more than 4 times. I said half a dozen. Half a dozen's about right. Maybe even closer to 10 times. You know, my uppers, I'll pop them out. Like if they, especially like before that little shard of tooth came out, when it was really bothering me, you know, I'd pop them out. I know you're not supposed to let them sit out in the air. I don't know why listen, guys, I'm not a perfect person. I don't know why I do the crazy shit that I do. But I've misplaced them. You know, I've dropped them on the kitchen counter. I've dropped them on my dining room table. Oh, my bottoms. Okay, so let's talk about this. The day that I had to go get the fungulitis test when they sent us all home from work. So I was wearing the tops and bottoms to work. Even though I had a mask on at work, I was wearing them because, you know, to help with the healing process. And that day, I went and left work, got the fungulitis test, went to Walmart to do my shopping real quick, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to shelter in place. Well, apparently, my lowers were bothering me, and I had taken them out. So I must have grabbed them because I threw them on the passenger seat. And when I went in the house that day, I couldn't find them. For the freaking life of me, I'm like, oh, I know I got to put them in the solution. Where are the freaking teeth at? Couldn't find them. Go outside to get my case of water to bring in the house. And there the teeth. They were on the ground next to my door. They must have fallen. So I'm not very responsible with these immediates because I hate them. So apparently I'm not taking very good care of them. Has anybody else misplaced their teeth? Like me? Like you just pop out your teeth like they're a novelty toy? I don't know. Your girl is crazy. Nothing is ever boring with me. At all. Ever. So yeah, that's that. But that's day 23 catch up. I have videos in the works. We're going to talk about the savings plan, who they're good for, will it work for you. We're going to still talk about what I paid for my dentures and how I could have probably saved another $700 or so had my circumstances been a little bit different. If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, please share them below. I intend on answering, you know, and communicating with anybody who leaves a message. And, yeah. God, I'm a mess. I just told you guys about me leaving teeth around my house. Shit. Now, if you don't think we're friends now that you know that I do this, you're wrong. We're friends. We're friends. You know what I do with my teeth. All right, guys. Let me go. I'm watching these people have a battle on the email, and I got to get involved. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Be good to yourself. No negative self-talk if you can avoid it. Do something kind for yourself. Do something kind for others. And treat yourself better than anybody could ever possibly treat you. Okay? Just do it. Just do it. It feels good to be good to yourself. And I'm going to talk to you guys soon. Take care.